welcome to another episode of Gal and Kitten Knittin'. I am Chelsea, your hostess. I've got my co-host Riker with me today, so hopefully he'll behave for us today. He has to sit with me because my husband is working from home now with everything going on, and we've got to kind of keep him out from underfoot and away from the phone calls and everything like that that my husband has to be on. So some changes that we've been going through. Obviously my husband is home, he's taken over my old office, and we've made that into his office, and I'd kind of cleaned it out to make it into like my sewing room. So I'd already moved my computer out of there and was going to make it into my sewing room. I just hadn't moved my some of my stuff in there yet. But when he moved home, we decided to move his computer stuff in there or move his office stuff in there. So he's got his podcast studio, but he's still got his office separate from his podcast studio. So he's got a work area and a play area, so he can kind of disconnect and have touching my face, a space away from work as well. So that's been a bit of an adjustment. My typical week consists of jewelry making one day and spinning another day and a knit night, and that's all gone with social distancing and the stay-at-home mandates. So I've had to kind of adjust my schedule and routine and everything like that, and that's taken me a bit of adjustment because I'm not used to being home so much, just like everybody. So that's taken me a bit of adjustment as well. Fortunately though, my knit group and my spin group, two separate entities, have set up chat groups, text groups basically, and I've muted them because they go crazy during the day, and they're very chatty people, and I love getting to talk to them and keep that social. You know, we're almost more social now than we were in the normal day-to-day, so it's kind of neat getting to talk with everybody during the week and everything, so that's been kind of cool. So yeah, that's kind of been what's going on, and all of the changes to our routines and dogs, and our other dog is outside with Grandpa, and so she's happy as a clam doing that. So we'll just kind of dive right into it. I do have a few FOs. That's because I've really been knitting a lot here lately. The first of which is my Villain socks. This is in Hedgehog fiber, the Villain colorway. And these sock blockers are by Knitting Left on Etsy. I got one set for myself and one set for my husband that have llamas on them because I'm making socks for my husband, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But last time, whenever I showed these, I had done part of the heel. I was about halfway through the second heel on the second sock, or the first heel. You understand what I'm saying? The first heel on the second sock. There's no two heels on one sock. But yeah, so I finished up the rest of the body of the sock, and away we went. So Villain socks are done. They're nice. I love them. Now that I've shown them to you, I can take them off the blockers and wear them. I'm excited. The other thing I'm going to show you is not really an FO. It sort of is, but sort of isn't. So I had been, I think right here on, I don't remember which way I was knitting. I was knitting one way or the other. This is the Snuggle is Real Cowl by Maxim. And this is the outside. This is the inside, and so I had all of the inside to do, then I had to graft it into the bottom, and yeah, it was pretty simple to do. Now what I need to do, and this is why it's not finished, one, it needs to be blocked, but two, I also need to do the drawstring, and I started the drawstring. I need to get on the Ravelry pages and see how long people are cutting their yarn for the drawstring whenever they do it, because it takes several lengths of yarn to make the drawstring, and my length was nowhere near long enough. So I ended up throwing away the I-cord that I had done because it just was way too short. So I'm gonna have to get on there and see how long people are doing their lengths. So, but that's where this is. The body is done. Now I just have to finish the drawstring. So, yay. And this is the Breezy by Kirstin Omdahl. This was part of a knit crate here about 2 years ago that I had started. It's a cotton yarn that she also created that I just wanted to get ready for spring. So I had been here. So I had done this much of it, and I had this much left to go. So I went ahead and finished it up and wove in all my ends. Now it just needs to be blocked. So it's almost done, not quite done. I'm showing it as an FO, but it needs to be blocked still. So close to being done. And I'll just, you know what, I am gonna wear it. So this is the Age of Steam and Brass, and I can't remember who it's by. It's like orange something or another. I'll put it in the notes below. It's also in my Ravelry page in my projects. So if you are interested in it, Age of Steam and Brass. It's like orange knits or something like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop this little guy on because he kind of matches what I'm wearing. He kind of matches what I'm wearing. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so let's get into some whips here real quick. The first one I'm going to show you is the Featherweight Cardigan by Hannah Fettig, and of course I stopped in the middle of a row. Of course I did. So it's going to be hard to see. But I've gotten quite a bit done, and I'm sorry, I'm umming a lot today. There's my little PB&J. This is where I was last time. And I've gotten down to here. So quite a bit done. I'm underneath the sleeves now. So I'm excited about this. It's a good little knit when I'm in my D&D games, because it's just a back and forth and don't really have to focus on what I'm doing right now. So it's just a good little knit, and I've got it in a bag that I made back here at Christmas. A little sheepy skiing bag. And the one I've really been working hard on, and this is really, it's not technically my first color work, but it's the one that I'm really understanding the best. This is the Pink Velvet by Drea Renee Knits, Andrea Mowry of Drea Renee Knits. And I went ahead and popped in markers at each repeat because I was having a hard time following where the pattern was and where things were going in the pattern. And I'm so glad that I did that, just because, you know, I know it's a lace technique, but it works for color work too. So anyway, I'm very pleased with this. I'm excited for the colors, and yeah. So that's part of her Drea Renee Knits cowl that I decided to cast on. It's going through, I think, the end of May. I started that, I think, the first day that she started it, so May the 1st maybe. So that's what I've gotten done, and I'm really excited because hopefully this won't spoil too much, but it has a tubular cast on. And you guys, I kind of copped out on my tubular cast on for the weekender. I tried so many times to do it, and I just gave up and did a regular long tail cast on. So I managed to get it done on this guy, and I am so excited with the results. It looks great, and I couldn't be more pleased with it. So yeah, couldn't be more pleased with it. So there is that. Now, the next thing that I have that I started actually yesterday is the socks for my husband. he requested these colors, and I think I showed you the colors last time. I had dyed them up for him. It's green and black, and it's like an electric green basically. So cast it on yesterday. I hope I have the right stitch count and everything for him. I've got 68 stitches on a size 1 US 1, which I think is a 2.5 millimeter, 2.25 millimeter, excuse me, needle. And you know, I'm hoping this will fit him okay. I had him try it on. He said it was a little loose. So we'll see if it fits or not. We'll see. Because I don't know that a 64, you know, would fit him, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now for my cue, Tracy from the Grocery Girls has recently knit the Paloma by Espace Tricot, and I probably butchered that, so I'm sorry if I did. And I really like that, and I'm interested in getting some yarn for that, maybe dyeing some and getting some mohair for that. So we'll see if that is going to happen or not. I've got so much yarn here at the house though that that'll be on down the line. It'll be way on down the line. So we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. Now then, let me show you something a little bit different. We are the granddaughters of the witches you weren't able to burn. This is by Steph X Stitch on Etsy, also on Instagram as well. I'm not going to show you the back of this. It's not done. This is a whip. I forgot where I was going with that. I'm hoping to finish it up pretty quickly, but it's been on my hoop for quite a while now. I just haven't been working on it, but I'm not going to show you. That's what it was. I'm not going to show you the back of it because this is only my second project and I am still learning how to make it look pretty. So it looks terrible right now on the back, but that's okay. We're learning. It's a work in progress. It's a whip. The next one that I want to work on is, it says Keep Calm and Wash Your Hands. It's by Cross Stitching Lovers, also on Etsy. I have the pattern. I'm just waiting for 10-inch hoops to come in the mail because I have the canvas and everything, and I've got the floss ready to go. I just say I need the hoop, so hopefully I'll have that tomorrow, but I'm going to get this one off my hoop first before I go that route. So anyway, so that is kind of what I've been up to. This was a short episode. That's okay. We're at 13 minutes 20 seconds, so very short, but just thought I'd bring you a little bit of something, hopefully to cheer your day up and keep you some company. And yeah, so I'll bring you another one here in the next couple of weeks and we'll say hello again at that point. So thank you so much. If you're a first time viewer, give me a like. I hope you will. And subscribe, hit that subscribe button down below, and we hope to see you back again. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back, and thank you so much for all your comments. I really enjoy reading them and replying to them, and they bring a smile to my face. So thank you so much for all you guys do, and I hope you guys are staying safe, staying well, and we will see you guys next time. Take care. Happy knitting.